there's a heaven, emotion, I control them. I know that it had to happen for me to fight this confusion. Why are you feeling so good? Why don't you realize?
What does it take to realize your dreams? To get you there, a vision and positive steps. The same goes to your financial future. At World Financial Group, we help middle-income families identify their dreams. It's never too early to start working towards your dreams. So I suggest you call Agnes Miranda today. Telephone number 416-702-9693. To secure your family's future, think of World Financial Group. We would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio. In this digital age, we manage to deliver, evolve, adapt. That's why we continue to grow. This is Pinoy Radio, and we cover all platforms available online. That's why we're taking large and rapid steps for our fellow Filipinos here in Canada and around the world. Growing by leaps and bounds in 2019. PinoyRadio.com is a member of the MCBN Media Group. Let's face it, money matters at iba pa. All we need is 16 minutes, but learning is beyond an hour of listening. Money matters at iba pa. We'll provide you with the tools and ideas so you can make it on your own. Listen and learn from the experts. This is Money Matters at iba pa, hosted by Danny Urbilio. Mapapakinggan sa PinoyRadio.com at mapapanood sa MCBN.tv. Money Matters at iba pa. Linggo, ganap na alas 3 ng hapon. Mga kababayan, narito na sila. Kaya't ating simula na. This is Money Matters at iba pa.
All right, good afternoon. Wow, join me to welcome Money Matters at iba pa to year 2019. We're back live to our first ever episode for the year 2019. And it's a wintry and cold afternoon here in Toronto, Canada. And this is your host, Danny Almodal Urbillo. Nice to see you back, Ryan.
You!
Nice to be back in the studio.
We miss you.
All right, thanks. We kind of disappeared for a while only from our live broadcast because of our travels and other stuff that we have been busy with. For the love of the family, Al, the business and our cause to help spread the financial literacy campaign, the World Financial Group is advocating. So greetings to all who are watching us and listening to us today. I wish you had a wonderful start of your day, your week, your year 2019. And I hope you guys have had enough time spent during the holiday season and before 2018 ended to reflect on what has happened in the previous year and banking on what you learned from it instead of resenting it. Anyway, I hope you guys ended the previous year with a few good lessons and started 2019 by showing that you have learned enough and ready to move forward to aim for another successful year, or at least aim for the better. Remember that each new beginning brings another chance for us to set things right and to open up a new chapter in our lives, in our business, and this is a chance to reevaluate our purpose and our significance not only to ourselves, but most especially to others. Right, Austin?
That's right, Danny. It's good to be here again. I've been, 6 months?
It's over.
Over 6 months.
You've been here last? You've been here last?
Yeah, I've been here last over 6 months. And just coming from church right now. And our message was on looking up and moving forward.
Oh, it's exactly,
you look up, but you don't stay looking up. Don't get lost in looking at the sun because you can be blinded.
So that means you have to look around you.
Yeah, but you have to look up, but at the same time, move forward. As we look back at 2018, many things that we failed to do. We have a new year. We can look up and look forward to it, and also see what we can do, what we have not achieved in 2018, we can set as a goal for 2019.
All
and
right.
that way, as we move forward, we can eliminate a lot of things, a lot of hardship, the lessons that we have learned by not doing what we're supposed to do, by not making a decision. Then now in this new year, we can make the decision to move forward and not stand idly.
That's just perfect timing, perfect timing, that message from the church, because that's what we're going to talk about today.
No, that's great.
All right. So once again, welcome to a new live episode of Money Matters sa Papa here on PinoyRadio.com. As we also welcome Harold Revoltella back to the show.
Hello, hi, Kuya Danny. Nice to be back.
How was your drive?
Yeah, it was a slippery Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be very careful because there's a lot of snow, and then to avoid any accidents, we have to be very extra careful and be focused on the road.
That's right. And there's gonna be a cold alert for today, right? For tonight. I think it's starting off.
In fact, for the last couple of days, we're under a cold alert.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful.
Yeah. So Alexa just told me that's gonna be minus 31. As I was leaving my place, Alexa, what's the temperature today in Toronto in Celsius? Okay.
I'm wondering what the guys in Winnipeg are enduring right now, because it's much colder there than here.
I see. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be another exciting episode of Money Matters as we will discuss growing our business in WFG as we reflect on what has happened in the past and how we can move forward, as Alston said. We will discuss in our episode today how we can level up our financial literacy awareness that leads to financial freedom. So before we move further, let us thank our friends once again, family and associates, and everyone that watched the program all throughout the seasons, and we appreciate you, and we thank you for supporting our cause. Our financial education campaign is getting stronger, and we would like to thank Tita Agnes Miranda of WFG, our producer, for making it possible for us to be heard across the air and the internet. And thank you once again. We look forward to doing the show for the next Money Matter years. And once again, we are live on Facebook, Twitter, Dailymotion, MCBN.TV. Nasa YouTube din po tayo. And we are also on demand. So those who miss us live today, you guys can watch us anytime. And don't forget to share. Okay. How was your Pacquiao night?
Yeah, it was.
Did you get to sleep last night?
I waited. I don't have a live streaming or pay-per-view.
I did.
So yeah, I just checked for some friends who shared it on Facebook. I was able to watch it for free via the Facebook. Friends are watching it live.
Oh, you didn't check on Ryan's page?
So how did the fight turn out?
Who was that follower, Ryan? Who was that famous person watching?
It's Daryl Ong.
Yeah, it's Daryl Ong.
It's R&B Prince.
It was a good foul.
Yeah, Manny won by a decision, but
yeah, it was a good bout.
Yeah,
so
it was a good fight. Manny still has it, even he is 40, but he still has it. He has the.
But compared to his previous fights, all we know is he's too slow, right?
Yeah.
And we thought that turning 40 is a little bit slower, but now he's fast. And
but I think he was trying to regain himself, redeem himself, right?
You should do that.
You know?
What he said, 40 is just a number. Age is just a number.
Just a number.
Yeah.
40 against the guy who's 29 years old.
Yeah.
And did you watch the interview after the fight?
Yes, I hate it.
Yeah, he didn't admit that he lost.
He did it all the time, like from the previous
really?
Fights. He always lose. Then said, "I win, I should win."
Yeah, well, he was saying, "I beat this guy, I beat this boy." But obviously, that was an anonymous decision by the judges that Manny Pacquiao win the fight. Anyway, congratulations, Manny Pacquiao. Congratulations to the Filipino community, who's always treated the Pacquiao fight as the day that
the NFL of the Philippines.
Yeah, that's true. We always look forward to it. But
Zero
anyway,
crime, right? Zero crime.
Zero crime.
Zero crime.
Lots of food. And what else? Lots of booze.
Yes.
It's a time for Filipinos to be together.
We
Stop
watch
whatever
it.
you're doing, and then let's all watch together as one.
Yeah, we watch it at my sister's place and just a mattress on the floor. But we're just there. Okay. Anyway, congratulations to the successful kickoff meeting of Nelia and Carrie Destacamento in Niagara Falls. Alston, you were there. What can you say about it?
I think it was wonderful meeting. In fact, one of the things that struck me is that what Aldred said with respect to results.
Yeah.
Results lie to you because, for example, you might want to lose weight, and you start to take the procedures.
Are
to
you
lose
talking
the
about
weight.
me?
and eventually you lose a few pounds, and then, hey, I've lost some pounds, and you revert back to the same old habits. So don't let that few pounds that you lost grind you to a standstill and going back and reverting back. Just like the things that you didn't do in 2018, look forward to doing it now in 2019, making the decisions. I'm going to lose weight. I'm not going to stick to it. Forget the results for now, because it's a long term. You have to lose the weight and keep it off. So if you go back to eating the same old carbs that you've been eating, then you'd gain the weight.
Why does it have to be the weight? Ryan, why does it have to be the weight?
Yes.
But the thing is that weight plays a significant part in our well-being. If we keep our weight under control, we would live a healthier life. We would live a long life. But if we forget that and we get obese, create problems for our hearts, and eventually we get a heart attack.
Okay.
So to avoid that, let us cut down on the amount of carbs that we're eating, and try to live right.
Okay, big brother, I got it.
Looks like Alison we're gonna be healthy this year.
Yeah,
is that your New Year's resolution?
I've started in a no carbs diet, and I've already lost 6 kilos. And continuing. So yeah.
And sugar too, right? Sugar and salt.
Well, the sugar is the culprit. Sugar creates all kind of problems in your body.
Okay.
And for the past 12, 13 years, I've stopped using sugar in my tea or coffee. Just milk or cream and no sugar. So that way,
Right.
No
carbs.
I cut down on the effects of what the sugar can do.
Have you heard the term aspartame?
Aspartame?
Yeah. They said that it's like a poison, but it's a substitute for sugar. But if you're going to use it like tons of aspartame, you'll die. But for a few use of it, it's okay.
Right. Okay. So no carbs, no bread, and
No sugar.
no sugar before we make our show a healthy.
And salt too. Salt.
Salt.
Salt and sugar.
Yeah, salt and
know-
sugar
you know,
too. Yeah.
We had lots of sugar over the holidays.
Put some lemon. Just use lemon.
It's not the salt that kills you. It's the sodium. Too much sodium in your body, that is what kills you.
Yeah. So I don't consume a lot of sugar because I'm already sweet.
Too much
you,
love
Harold?
can kill you.
Too much sweetness can kill me. But anyway, how about you, Harold? You were there at the.
No, unfortunately, I wasn't there because.
Oh, you were not there.
I wasn't there because for finance guys,
Yeah.
we're doing month close, year-end close at the same
Oh,
time.
I see.
So I wasn't there. I wasn't able to make it because I was working on a Saturday as well.
Yeah.
So I was doing the year-end at the same time,
year-end.
budgeting and preparing for audit
Closing and inventory.
as well.
And
Yeah,
all, right?
but hearing from the people who came from the kickoff, and those who received those awards, so they were energized and pumped up with the business for what happened in 2019.
Right.
So coming forward for 2019, it would be a great challenge, not only for each for them who went there, but also for me. I wasn't there, but I said to myself, okay, it would be a great opportunity for me as well to make my business grow in 2019. And hearing from all those like testimonials or what that have been said, all the speakers in the kickoff, I can use all of those so I can apply it in my business in 2019.
Excellent. Yeah. One of the biggest takeaways that I got from that event as well is that they were talking about significance, right? A lot of people are after the recognition the manager can make out of this business or any endeavor, by the way. But I think you get to the level or to the point where you're more on after your significance to others. What you can do for others and what impact you make among your family and your peers and the people around you. So I think let's focus on that too, right?
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Anyway, there's another kickoff going on right now in Calgary, Alberta. Al, do you know anything about it?
All I've been hearing or seeing is just pictures of the snow.
In
but
Banff, right?
Nothing else coming back. No feedback in terms of what has been said or not.
Yeah.
Or that.
Well, there's a lot of feedback though on GroupMe account or the group account. So for those who are part of 69 Steeles Avenue, you can check out updates on GroupMe. Because I think Fred and Ruby, who are there in Calgary at the moment, are feeding us with the information they're getting from there. So
And
that's
congratulations to them.
good. Yeah, congratulations to them for all those awards.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to say hi to Tita Andres, who just hit Green Jacket. That was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, congratulations,
And
Tita Agnes.
Yeah, I think she
Tita Ann.
also got recognized in the event. And there's another kickoff coming up, WSB launch kickoff in Winnipeg on February the 1st. Okay, I will be there. So I was, I missed Calgary, but for sure I'll see you guys in Winnipeg. And congratulations to all who are and were recognized during these events. And happy long month birthday celebration to Naina. And hello to the MCBN Vegas troupe. Ryan, you missed it.
I know.
We had so much fun. Ano sabi mo kanina? Nagsaing ka lang ng bigas.
Nagsaing na because instead of pumunta sa
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
We had so much fun. Hope to see you all again somewhere, someplace. Definitely not in Vegas. Okay. So when we come back, let us find out from our guest how 2018 treated them and ask them how they foresee 2019. When Money Matters at Iba Pa continues.
Marami pang makabulang usapan pagkalipas ng ilang patasas. What does it take to realize your dreams? To get you there, a vision and positive steps. The same goes to your financial future. At World Financial Group, we help middle-income families identify their dreams. It's never too early to start working towards your dreams. So I suggest you call Agnes Miranda today. Telephone number 416-702-9693. To secure your family's future, think of World Financial Group.
Welcome to Comfort. Welcome to New Plaza Motel. Conveniently situated just outside the hustle and bustle of downtown Toronto, you can truly enjoy your stay with our capable staff at your service round the clock. Check-ins at 3 p.m. and checkouts at 11 a.m. For additional details and other concerns, visit our website at www.newplazamotel.ca. New Plaza Motel, 4584 Kingston Road, Toronto.
Mula Bukang Liwayway hanggang Takip Sili, PinoyRadio.com. Inyong kapiling 24/7.
In entertaining the global Pinoy.
We go above and beyond.
On air everywhere. Listen in. Look at us. Now streaming live.
On the road and rising. Reaching more Filipinos abroad.
Ito ang Radyo ng Pilipino.
Across the nation, around the world.
Pinoy Radio. This time, it is everything and more.
You are listening to PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music.
Muli natin balikan si Danny sa Money Matters at Iba Pa.
Alright, we're back live here in Money Matters at Iba Pa with Harold and Alston. And let us just greet everyone who's celebrating birthdays for this month of January. You guys have a wonderful birthday celebration and an evening with Piolo Pascual, by the way, on February 9 at the Global Kingdom Ministries in Markham, Ontario. Markham Road, Ontario, right? In Toronto, and tickets are on sale from $65 to VIP for $150. Are you going to be there, right?
Yeah.
Promote natin to, no? And March 16th is Ann Curtis and Kulit. Ann Kulit at the Meeting House in Oakville, Ontario with Billy Crawford, Christina Velarde, and Chad Kines. And also Maple Madness with Martin Rivera. He's going to be back here in Toronto. That will be on March 23rd at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre at 8 p.m. And tickets are ranging from $55 to $135 VIPs.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's all be there. Anyway, self-reflection, not only in your personal life, but also in business, is a major growth opportunity, and it can help us learn from our experiences and feel more in control of our choices moving forward. But if you're not careful, negative self-talk can easily disguise itself as reflection, and we don't want to do that. So let's focus on the positive, helpful, and lasting reflection. Though it takes conscious effort and practice to do that, but all you need to do is to start it off right now. Do not procrastinate. But anyway, Harley Nelston, have you guys done your reflective analysis of what happened in 2018, personally, business-wise, or financially? Starting off with you, big brother.
Well, as I said earlier, I started to not use any carbs in my diet so that I can lose some weight, because it's been bothering me for a while.
Okay.
And
your health?
Not only that, but I have degenerative arthritis in my right hip, and I'm looking at
what is degenerative arthritis, by the way?
It means that you have.
Let's make this show a health show.
Health show.
You have. There's no cartilages in the hip joint, and it's come to the stage where it's almost bone upon bone. So I'm trying to rebuild that, and also try to lose some weight to because if I'm looking at surgery probably in the next 2-3 years, that the less weight I have, the less anesthesia I will use, because it is said that the more anesthesia you use, it creates problems for your memory. You have memory loss with more anesthesia that you lose. So the less I can use, it will be better for me. So I wouldn't lose my memory.
So how about business-wise or financial?
Business-wise, it wasn't that effective. The things that I wanted to do, I haven't gotten the time to do that, or the opportunity to do that. But I'm looking forward to 2019.
Okay.
In fact, there's somebody that I've already spoken to about getting some RESP for the kids. So he just has a newborn, and he has 3 other kids that they just came back. They just came as new immigrants, and but the new baby was born here. So the kids and the mom came about a month or so ago. So I was talking to him about getting RESP for the kids, and I would see him next Sunday so we can start the ball rolling. I've already went to the office and printed the forms, so I can have him to do that and then send it off to our business partner.
All right. So looking at more earnings this year?
More earnings in a way, yes. Yeah.
More financial. Oh, you're not retiring at any time soon, no?
No. The funny, as you said, the funny thing, I a few months ago, I turned 65 May 12th, and I got something from the ministry say, "Oh, you're reaching a milestone."
Okay.
How
much is a CPP now?
The CPP is not as much because depending on how much years you've worked here, and if you were like me, then you take early CPP. It's not as much as if you let it go until you're 65. Until you're 65, you get a higher percentage of your income.
Okay.
So it's always best if you can delay that. You're eligible at 55.
That's an option for you.
But that's an option for you to take it at 55. But if you take it at 55, you're getting less than what you would get when you're 65.
So that would be an early retirement, though.
Oh, yeah, that's early retirement. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's make more money.
Yeah,
so you don't have to retire.
But you can retire comfortably.
That's true. How about you, Harold? Have you gone through your re-evaluation of your past year?
Before the year ended, two parts: the personal aspect and the business aspect.
Yeah.
Personally, for 2018, things went well with my family. Kids are growing really fast.
I know. Yeah.
They are getting pretty well in school. And
how old are your kids, by the way?
10 and 5.
10 and 5. Okay.
So kids are really growing really fast. And in terms of my physical assessment, in terms of the health, because Alexander's been mentioning about health, I wanted to get rid of this thing in my belly. The thing is, I love to eat a lot, eat those have lots of carbs and sweets. I can't avoid them. But I've been telling to myself I want to go to the gym, but the thing is, I keep on saying it, but I'm not going to the gym. I'm just too lazy. But maybe this 2019 I will be more disciplined and probably start working on my diet and doing some exercises.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that's
how about
personal.
your business side?
Business side, I admit that it's not been as good as I expected. I may say I might not be as diligent enough in doing what I'm supposed to do. Main reason, and to be honest, is because I've been so busy with my full time. Because in my position, it's kind of unique because I'm doing finance at the same time I'm doing operations.
Right.
So most of the time I go home really late, and then I don't have that time to book an appointment for an evening because I go home like 8:30, and I'm quite tired for a day already. And the only time that I book an appointment is during the weekends. So before the year ended, actually my team, Joel and the entire team, we came up with a business plan for 2019.
Strategic
It's
plan.
like we that was December 30th, I think.
Okay.
Like few days before the year ended, we came up with a business plan wherein where do we want to go 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. So we laid out our plans, and then we took a picture so that after a year after,
Proof.
okay, where are we now? Like a year after or 6 months after. But it's good if to have like this kind of a plan because we dream big so that we win big as well.
That's good. Yeah.
So I'm forgetting whatever happened in 2018. I look forward and see whatever I can do in 2019. It's a good thing for 2019 in my case because my wife is starting to be involved in the business as well.
Right.
So she's helping me out and booking some appointments with,
That's good. Yeah.
with friends or classmates. She's studying at the moment.
Yeah.
So right now, whenever she sits down with any classmates or potential like clients or people whom we can go to their house and share our business or cause, then she gets the number and then book an appointment. And it's just like last night. I went there with, to do like a presentation to one of her classmates. And then that guy even mentioned, okay, I think the weather is not doing well. We can book it in a different day. I told him, okay, regardless of the weather, I'm coming there because this is our passion, this is our cause. We will be there.
Yeah, that's good.
It's interesting. You said that because right now I passed in the office before I came here, and Oliver is right now doing a review. LLQP review at the office right now. I think it started last week or
it started last week though, during the weekends. Yeah, it's gonna be 4 weekends.
4 weekends now, so your wife can join him. You know?
Yeah. I think she haven't signed up yet.
Okay.
But she's involved in the business already because she's saying, okay, I can't do my review with the licensing at the same time doing she's doing the accounting and payroll
She hasn't signed up yet, but I can see that the WFG blood started to run in her veins. How much more if she do? Because
how much more if she does sign up? You know, when you cannot book an appointment because you're finishing work late, she can always do that, and then when you come,
we'll get to there. But the only challenge that we have at the moment is nobody will look after the kids, and they can't be by themselves. They're 10 and 5, so we don't have anyone to ask for.
But I'd like you to commend you with your visibility in the office doing the business. So I like that. But anyway, have you guys done a list of your resolution for 2019? Do you still do that, or you just tend to ignore it?
I tend to ignore it because usually, when we do a resolution and 2 weeks, 3 weeks into that, we start going back, and then we all of a sudden forget it.
Yeah.
We say, we start saying, what is the use? But, the thing is that we have to persevere. Making resolution is always nice and good to make the resolution, but the most important thing is the follow through.
Yeah. So if you don't follow it through, what's missing there?
If you don't follow through, you don't make a resolution. You just say some things and words go up in the air. That's it. But if you follow through on that, you make a decision. Okay, I'm like, for example, losing weight. I'm going to lose 10 pounds this month or 20 pounds.
We're back to it.
But then you have to follow through. You have to do the things that is necessary so that you can lose the weight.
So if you miss following it through, that means you're lacking of discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline, right?
Commitment.
Yeah, commitment. How about you? Do you still do that? Do you normally do that? No?
I don't do it.
Or just visual?
Yeah, I keep on saying
Or
it
virtual.
like at the start of the year. I say that okay, I want to pay my salary, lose weight. I want to have like extra money and so on. I want to travel, something like that during this part of the year. But the thing is, I'm not that disciplined or committed, as I might say. But with 2019, probably I'll try to be more disciplined and more committed in personal aspect and the business side.
I think we're all guilty of that, no?
The question is, am I going to make that decision? We want to do this, okay, but am I going to make that decision to start it? You know, it's all well and good. We have it in the back of our minds, but it's taking the first initial step,
but
making
you know
the decision.
And it would help as well if there's a little push from someone else. So
but you know what? It depends on how much you want it.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, a financial term or financial short-term goal normally leads to financial long-term planning and eventually turns into laying down a strong financial foundation. So if you actually have a list, Peter Agnes would always say that document it.
Yeah.
Everything that you have in mind, if you say want to do a resolution for 2019, document it, have it in writing, right? Because there's always something to go back to. If say you're kind of derailing or you're not following it through.
I say if you ink it,
then
you would complete it.
That's
because
true.
it would always be there as a reminder for you to do that. So ink it first.
But the putting on your note on your phone counts.
It can be, but the thing is, we don't open that note. Probably it would be best if you put it in writing,
right.
put it on the
write
wall.
Anymore, right? But we have it on phone.
Notepad.
Does it count?
Yeah. Put a reminder every day.
Yeah, put a reminder. Put an alert. Okay, have you ever thought of actually sitting down and going through accounting your expenditures and income? Or do you do your own ledger? Do you do that, Av?
Unfortunately, no.
No, you don't. How about you, Harold?
I do have a summary, and my wife really manages all of those expenditures.
Yeah, because some people just wait until taxation period comes in, and then they will know what's going on with their finances, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, why can't we do it anyway? What's the reason why we can't?
You know, there could be a lot of reasons behind that. Lack of interest, or you know, we say, you know, oh, I can't be bothered with this. You know, but if it's like drinking water. We know that we're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water per day, but not every one of us do that. We start with 1, and then say, "Oh, it's getting me to go to the washroom. I can't do that."
Yeah.
But it's necessary for you because the water flushes out all the old radicals in your body.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I think it's a must, no?
Yeah.
We have to do it on our own. But I think that's the reason why I joined the company too, the Gold Financial Group, because I wanted to learn stuff so that I would be able to manage my own finances, right? But anyway, people would say it's no time. Or people would say, I don't know how. Right? And there's a fear of finding out how much money went through the wasting fund. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to take a look at it because I don't want to regret that I spent a lot of money for nothing.
And another thing too, I think it's fear.
Fear, yes.
You don't want another person to come and see what your money is going into. The unnecessary expenditures.
Yeah.
Things that, you know, you're buying just to say that you have it.
Yeah.
Or just to think, okay, my friend has that, so why not have one too?
Yeah.
You know.
Right. But do you agree with me, Harold, that a lot of people or some of the people saying that, you know what, the money you spent on things has no bearings on their financial future. So that, you know, and that is the reason why they don't want to look back and, you know, go through it.
Yeah, some of them are like that. But the moment that you earn, you know, for in my case, if I earn their trust and they allow me to open their accounts and provide me their some of their expenses and their income, and then I mentioned that, okay, you need to set aside something for this, you have to work on reducing your expenses and like this, and then put it into something that you can start saving, then that's where we come in.
Yes,
If they believe in us, they agree on what we are saying, that they open something, they buy some products.
I like what you said, trust.
Yeah. It's our credibility, our trust. And I always mention to my to wherever I go a presentation, my case, because I help my own family, I help my own self. So that right now, whenever we are spending coming from our income, is I know that a portion of it goes to a saving from my kids' education, from my retirement. So at least I know that, okay, out of this incoming, let's say, salary, 10%, 20% of it goes to my future, my family's future.
That's good. You know, I like the trust thing, right? Because, you know, trust is actually acquired, right? It's developed between the client relationship and the financial advisor. Now, one of the things that why people don't do it is probably fear of how much you have earned in the previous year, and yet you see no traces or tales of those earnings at all.
Gone
because apparently you have not thought of saving at all.
Yeah.
You know, as I said earlier, the waste. We waste, we spend our money on things that is not important, that doesn't bring value to our lives.
Right.
And you know, but if we sit down and we see where we make a list and see how we spend and the waste that we spent on, and we can cut that out and use that money now to do something else, to do an RRSP or do a mutual funds. You know, put that money that we were wasting into use for us.
Yeah. Do you know how much is the daily wasted funds in our daily activities? It says in the workshop, right? It's about $6 a day.
$6 a day. With all those coffee and whatever.
Yeah, $6 a way goes to waste. You know what? If you think about it, you know, if you accumulate that $6 per day
and then
pay it to
multiply it in 30 days, then that'll be a big sum of money. Yeah.
Okay, well, some people don't do it, don't do their personal accounting because of fear of realizing that your retirement is getting closer and closer, and yet you are starting to realize that you have not put enough thought into it. So how are you going to cope up when the time comes? Because you don't have enough.
You know, another thing in respect to that, a lot of people are relying on the government to subsidize their retirement. Yes, the government has a program, but is that program enough? Is what you're getting from the government enough?
That's true.
Can that allow you to live your lifestyle that you once knew or once lived? You know, and if we constantly rely on the government to provide for us, then we're not doing our due diligence with ourselves, making sure that we have something set aside for our retirement. You know, the government programs can always be cut. You know, what would happen if tomorrow the government say that no more CPP?
No more CPP.
What would you do? How would you cope with that?
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are just relying on that income for the retirement.
Let me ask you though, have you realized or have you thought of how much retirement money you need when you retire?
Not
So you haven't done your due diligence.
No, I haven't.
How about you, Harold?
Yeah, I want to have like at least $1 million in my account by the time I retire. But the thing is, since I came here to Canada with like lost 40 years already, so that means I only have like 20 years to save from my retirement. But the thing, it's not the time is not to my advantage to earn that 1 million. If only I'm relying it with my current like full-time
employment.
Yeah, but that's the reason why being in this business, okay, it will supplement whatever my current my salary from my full-time to meet the 1 million like retirement fund. So that means I need to work harder and do more appointments so I can work on my 1 million fund by the time of retirement.
Have you come up with the calculation yet?
Yeah, I came up, but it's a lot of money. I can't
That
earn
is the
that
thing,
much.
right?
Yeah.
That is the. And how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking that?
41.
Okay. So people who are listening, especially the millennials.
Yeah, for the
got to
millennials,
start
start
early, right?
You
Because
know,
at 41 years old, you know how much money you need to put in to come up with $1 million retirement money.
It's like you have to like 4,000 or 5,000 a month.
Yes,
Yeah.
a month.
So
That's true.
how can you like?
Yeah.
That's the net saving already.
Yeah.
And imagine you have your daily expenses as well. So you have to allocate those. So how can you come up with a net 44
That's true.
4 or 5,000?
Because now, right now, I'm 25 years old, and right.
It's to their advantage. They
At
have
my
to start
age
early.
right now, I think I need at least $15,000 a month to put in to come up with $1 million retirement money. How about you, Al?
You know how you said something about working harder. You know, true hard work pays, but I would advise you to work smarter.
Yeah.
If you
Wiser.
work smarter,
Yeah.
then that way you don't exert a lot of energy. Yeah, you can exert energy to achieve what you want. But if you work smarter, then that way, like when you come home in the evening, you're not too tired, not even for your kids, you know. But if you work smarter when you come in the evening, you know, you have time to play with your kids.
So,
Yeah.
meaning working smart is being with World Financial Group?
Being with World Financial
Yes.
Group, because this is another avenue. It
You
gives
heard that, Ryan?
It gives
Yeah.
it gives you an avenue
Got it.
whereby you can have the time that you need to do the things that you need.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why in this business we have to build,
Yeah.
because they say even though you have good based on the discussion we had in the office, even though you're a great producer but you don't have a team,
Yeah.
then you can't
Produce the
you can
residual.
earn that much.
Yeah.
So
You need
build-
passive income.
Yeah,
When you retire,
when I retire, I want to be like Tita
yeah.
Alice.
I want to be like. You need a passive and residual income. I mean, if you're not working anymore, or you're not, doing the stuff that you're doing now, when it comes to your business,
Yeah.
you still earn, right?
I have the trails,
The trails and the
bonuses.
spreads and everything. Okay, but anyway, going back to the reason why people do not do their personal accounting is that the fear of realizing that when you're going through your earnings from your full-time employment, you may realize that you have been working long enough with a company and yet achieving financial freedom seem hopeless.
Yeah, because a lot of us go to work and we stay in our employment. We do just enough so that we don't get fired, and the company pay you just enough so that they keep you coming back. It's and with what the company pays you, you have to decide, okay, now how much of that can I put aside for my retirement? And that is a question, and a lot of people don't realize that they have to start now, not wait until they have a crisis. They have to start
tomorrow.
now.
Yeah.
Not next month.
Time
next
to try
week.
is now.
It has to be now.
Yeah.
Okay. And also the reason why people do not do it on personal accounting is that they're scared to realize that you don't have enough legacy to leave behind, because you may realize that you don't have enough protection or insurance coverage.
Yeah. Some families probably they
Behind,
think that okay, by the time that they pass away or by the time that they retire, they can depend from their kids.
Yeah.
Like kids will support them. The kids will pay for all their like medicines or all the other expenses. But the thing is, you'll never know if God forbid if your kids will go first.
Yeah, go
from
first.
the
That's
parents,
true.
right? So
That is
you have to.
absolutely right, yeah.
We have to. Everyone should be prepared whenever the worst case scenario comes in.
Yeah. Because you don't have proper protection. For example, you may end up leaving your family in distress financially, right?
Yeah. As Harold was saying, a lot of families, we have kids, and we're thinking of our kids as a retirement strategy, thinking that, I bring them into the world, I give them everything that they need, so when I'm older, they have to take care of me. But they don't have to.
Yeah.
They didn't ask you to bring them.
But you
brought
can't
them.
burden your children to take care of you. Yeah.
It's your responsibility to take care of your kids, and at the same time, plan for your future, for your retirement, because those kids that you bring in, they would also have their family, and they have to look after their family as well.
Yeah. It'll be good if they will have the initiative and proactivity to do that for you. But what if they don't?
Yeah.
Okay, so people are scared because of that. They don't have proper enough protection, but they don't want to spend money for their protection because of somehow kind of wrong mentality that's going on there.
You know, a lot of people believe that having an insurance is a negative for them. They're wasting their money. But they don't see the value of that insurance. You know, it's like there's something that says that an insurance is not something for now, but something for your future. When you're not here, who would look after your kids?
That's right.
For example, you may have young kids. Who would look after their education? If you have young kids and you don't have an insurance policy, or you don't have that protection, then who would look after your kids? But if you have that the money that you'd get from that insurance, if God forbids that you fall sick and you die, that payout could help that kids or those kids have a secure future.
Yeah, and some families they think the premiums that they pay is just an expense.
Yeah,
they don't treat it as an investment.
Yes,
because we'll never know what happens tomorrow, the day after, or the month after, and so on.
That's what we're here for, because it's only proper setting up of your mind, right? Proper mindset, right? If you think that it's an expense, you will never get it.
Yeah.
But if you think that this is going to be whatever premium you put in or contribution you put in is your contribution to the future, then somehow it changes.
Yeah.
But sometimes though, you just have to experience it on hand, right?
Yeah.
To be able to believe it.
Yeah, experience it the hard way.
The hard way, the tough way, because I experienced that lately,
one of my nieces died last year in October 30th, and I went home for the funeral, and she didn't have a insurance policy. She didn't have nothing, and so now my brother had to go and borrow money for her funeral, and this is something that he has gone into added expenses or additional expenses, as it were.
Yeah.
To pay for that.
And that is the thing. One of the things that you wanted for you or for your family to happen, that when you perish and they're gonna, squeeze everything out to be able to afford a decent burial for you, right?
Yeah.
That is not a thing. But in World Financial Group, we have a product, by the way, that caters to both in one product, right? We have the Everest, which is a funeral plan incorporated into a universal life policy that only WFG offers.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so going back to reflections, there are 3 tried and true ways to approach your year end, and when you try to reflect on the previous year, they say that name your year. Name your year. Reflecting over the past year, it's helpful to complete the phrase like 2018 was the year of blank for me. So if I ask you that question now, Al, what is 2018 for you? So to complete that, 2018 was the year of
unachieved goals.
Unachieved
goals.
Okay. All right. Why is it unachieved?
Because
you haven't worked it out.
I haven't worked it out hard enough. I didn't put in the effort to achieve that.
How about you, Harold? If you have to name your 2018.
2018, I think it would be the year of awakening, probably.
Awakening. Okay.
Because I do self-reflection with what happened, and then as Allison mentioned, I didn't do that much. I'm not happy with my performance in terms of the business. So let's say if 2018 would be the year of awakening, then 2019 will be probably the start of the year of
the rise up.
Yeah. The year of the
surge.
The start of the success, probably.
It's the year of the surge. Okay. Well, you know what? I've been through this life for quite a while. Always hear that, I may not have done, enough in the previous year. But guess what? This year will be the same thing.
Same thing as last year.
If you don't do anything, right?
Yeah, because
that's why we got to do something.
Yeah, you have to. We have to make the decision. If we always procrastinating, we could never get things done. And procrastination steals your dream or steals your goals, because you always say, "Oh, there's always tomorrow," but when tomorrow comes, it's today, and you forget.
Yeah,
you know.
Same thing.
So you have to decide today. I'm going to be doing this.
All right,
and it's good, if I may add as well, that it's good we have a team to remind that this is our goal, and then in order for us to achieve this goal, someone will push you as well to achieve that goal.
That's right.
As a team, it's a team effort to support each other, that we have to achieve this common goal.
That's why naming your year is a good idea. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Because when you're writing up a journal, that serves as a reminder for you. And then you can work around it, right? By defining your year, you give yourself something to focus on and pinpoints the largest takeaway that you're carrying into the next year, from the previous year to the next year. So 2018 is a year of unachieved dreams for you, or goals for you. So what would you do for 2019?
2019,
right?
You know,
moving forward.
Moving forward, you know,
achieve goals.
Look up, and move forward. Don't stay stagnant. You know, water is something that always keep moving, and if water is stagnant, it starts to smell. So
it's dead.
It stinks. There's a stench. There will be a stench there. So you have to be like water, always moving.
All right. So here are some of the questions that can help you fill in that blank. Okay, what were the good things and the bad things that happened? For you to be able to name your year properly, so you reflect on the good things and the bad things that had happened in the previous year, right? But these are rhetorical questions, though. Okay. Which behaviors of people in your team need to be left behind for your personal or business sake? Right? So you're saying that you have not done enough for 2018. So why? What happened? What are the factors that came up to concluding that you haven't done enough in 2018? Right? Yeah. What did the year teach you? Now this cannot be a rhetorical question. What do you think 2018
don't stand still. Don't stand still. Keep moving. Move towards what you want.
Okay.
It would never come to you if you stand still. If you wait on it, it will never come. You have to move towards it. And if you keep moving, you look and see where you have been and what you have not achieved. And now you're moving forward to what you want. Moving to that realization that, okay, I didn't do that because I was standing still. Now I have to keep moving.
Yeah. And forget about the past. You can't change
forget about the past. And what about you, Harold? What have you learned from 2018?
I'm not, as I said, I've not as been productive as supposed to be. So, saying that means that I didn't do that much. In my case, because I must admit that I'm spending more time with my full time rather than the business. So I didn't realize the real value of the business. So having a self reflection on that one, and in order for me to reach the a certain income that I want, I have to do something, because you can't just like going to work. You won't get paid if you don't go to work or you don't do anything. So same thing in our business. In order for us to have those commissions, have those awards or
extra income,
we have to do something.
So you haven't achieved your goals in 2018 and you haven't done much in 2018. Does that surprise you?
In a way it has, because the things that you want to do.
Did it come to you as a surprise?
Things that you want to do and you didn't do it. It reflects on you as saying, okay.
Exactly.
Oh, what have I done?
Of course, if you didn't do that much, then of course, what do you expect if that's that's the only thing that you did, right? So you don't expect something that you didn't do, right?
And I've been always hearing this thing. It says insanity is doing the same thing over and over
again,
and expecting to get a different result. if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you'd keep getting what you're getting. You wouldn't get a different result. But if you change your attitude and do things differently, then you get a different result.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. So it's important really to write down your, to keep a journal. Do you believe in writing up a journal? Keeping up your
I'm just too
your
lazy.
activities,
You know,
same thing with you,
I have not done any journaling, because that journaling, it was something new to me, and I have not done that. But I am thinking now that I may have to start doing a journal, because it's never too late to start. You know, you can always do it.
Yeah, because you're saying that if you're writing a journal, nothing's too small or nothing's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everything is relevant during that certain period of time, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me in 2019, probably that's one thing that I need to work on.
Yeah.
Because for the business, I'm not really writing down all of those. But in my other job, because start of the week or start of the day, you have like at least down like your to-dos. And then once you're done with that, you strike it out. Yeah. So I have to apply the same thing in the business as well, that in order for me to achieve this.
That's true. And it also may apply to our expenditures, to budgeting, to our finances, right? Yeah. Everything that you spend, that will always say, write it down. Write it down, so that at the end of the day you can go back and then say, hey, how much money did I waste? How much money went into the good the good stuff that we need, or how much money went to the stuff that we don't need and yet we wanted it.
Yeah, you know, there's always a difference between need and want. Yeah. And sometimes we spend something for what we want and what we don't, and then the thing that we need, we don't spend for it.
Yeah, and another good thing about keeping a journal when it comes to your personal, business, and even financial activities is that you can create a link. You can link them all together. If, say, in the future you encounter some difficulty, then link it up. What is the problem? You track it down by having it documented, right? Okay, so time for your reflections into experience, or turn your reflections into experience. A tool that academics use when teaching reflective writing. They have some tools they use it, but it's good to have it. Like, it's a cycle from experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and then comes the active experimentation. It's the implementation. Same thing with our business, though, right? We join the business, we learn the stuff, right? We implement it and we execute it.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it is. But anyway, I think we have enough time. Did we consume an hour already?
Yeah.
You know, I think it's good when you're having fun, Al. But anyway, I'd like to invite everyone as well to our financial or workshop, the financial education workshop, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 to 12 noon. We're still open for it's still open for everybody. Everyone is invited to welcome and join us at 16 Hartsdales Avenue Financial Education Center. To those who are interested, you can just walk in during the scheduled workshop or training and become educated on how to build a strong financial foundation. Remember that everything boils down to proper financial planning, so come and join us. It's for free, and on Saturdays, again, we have
breakfast.
Free breakfast.
Free breakfast.
It's a competition between the teams. But anyway, in our workshop, we provide the following: increasing cash flow, debt management, building a strong financial foundation, proper protection, building wealth, asset accumulation, retirement planning, and wealth preservation. And these workshops are happening in the entire WSB community, in the entire country of Canada and the US. So check the closest offices that you can go to, or call Harold at
647-718-2914.
All right. How about you, Al?
647-216-4116.
Or call myself directly at 416-996-2961. Okay. Any message to our friends and colleagues?
Yes, Danny. You know, we are in 2019.
Okay.
We started a campaign to educate 1 million people, financially educate 1 million people by 2020. And this is the countdown year, 2019. We have this year to complete that.
That's true.
So we have a work cut out, because we have to educate at least a million people, a million families in Canada, to financially educate them, so that they can take their finances into their hands.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So let me ask a question though. How many of those 1 million families already helped? Is yours?
It's a nice question. Starting. I have one already in mind to start with for this year. So it would go from there. You always have to take one at a time.
One at a time.
One
All
at
right.
a time.
Excellent.
As they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. One bite at a time.
That would take you a lifetime to finish it. Don't take a lifetime to finish it. You gotta hurry. Because you may run out of time, okay? How about you, Harold? Okay. So the company is still going strong?
Yeah, it's still going strong. And as I've said, like yesterday, even though it's snowing, I had an appointment. I have a good pipeline for the coming week as well. So I'll be going to another family this week to help on topping up their insurance and opening our RSP for the kids. And just the other week, I was able to help one family get out from debt, from a big amount like 40,000 debt to like only 12,000. So it's a big help for them. So after that, probably they can work on the other the financial foundation part, which is insurance and investments. So I'm becoming more active. This 2019.
Keep your visibility. Keep coming to the show.
Of course. It's always my pleasure, Kuya Danny. So I've been saying no for the past like how many months because I've been everywhere. But if as long as I'm good with my schedule, I have no appointments, then
excellent.
I'll come and join.
I'd like to pick your minds, both of you. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, Harold Abudela, and thank you, my big brother Alston St. Louis. And thank you once again, Ryan Pepper, and the management staff of PinoyRadio.com. And thank you, Tita Agnes, who's in Calgary right now. Our producer, Tita Agnes Miranda. No one can go back in time to change what has happened. So work on your present to make yourself a wonderful and secured financial future. Money Matters, Adi Papa says, marvelous, thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you. I'll see you again next Sunday.
Isa na namang makabuluhang edisyon ang inyong natunghayan sa Money Matters at iba pa. Hanggang sa susunod na pagtatanghal, Linggo, ganap na 3:00 ng hapon, Eastern Time. Samahan ng inyong partner sa pagyaman, Danny Orbilio. Money Matters at iba pa. Muling pakinggan sa PinoyRadio.com at panoorin sa MCBN.tv.